Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 250.
Number 53. Mike 53.
Mike 22.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 14-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D.
First down, Mariota. Flush to his right. Complete to Jones. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there in a Raider first. Throwing, Mariota will find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the line, 7-yard line.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Check 43. Showing that.
One more time with Jacobs. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing to Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. To throw is Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard
Mike
line.
9. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the...
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Pilot 64, weak. Shift.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out right at the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mariota. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Go! Let's go!
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, it's White. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 3, on 3. Motion, motion, motion.
One.
Mariota on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Mariota to throw it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on second down. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 1st down, Mariota. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, D.
To throw is Mariota. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Come off the ball. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Again, it's Johnson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing is Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stop your whining.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A. where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was... It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. They'll roll him out right. He'll take a shot. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Breanne Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Mariota. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So you wonder what's going on in that head right about now. That's 2 missed field goals for him now, and this one should have been no problem.
For an NFL kicker, you're thinking 97, 98% from this distance, and this one somehow fails to go through. And that's 3 points you just absolutely have to count on getting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Stafford. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get to stay home again next week.